Hello traders, the title of the video is Mastering a Chart Analysis with Trend Lines like a Pro. Let's get started. The financial instrument that we are analyzing today is Pfizer Incorporated, EPIC PFE, Papa Foxtrot Eco, belonging to the healthcare sector, a drug manufacturer. And we want to talk about mastering a chart analysis with trend lines like a pro. All right. So what is taking place here? You can see that Pfizer stock was in a trend. There was a bullish trend, and then it started pulling back. All right. This is a very good time to apply this trend line strategy as the price is pulling back after a trending phase. All right. So I want to show you how I have drawn my trend lines. So the first one, I connect this high here. Which high is that? The high of the month of April 2000. The high of the month of April 1999. All right, that's the first point that I choose. All right, so 1 point. The high of April 1999, right there. And I connect it to this one here, which is the low of July 2002. All right, that's there. So with those 2 points, I draw my first trend line, okay, right there. Now this exercise is to highlight those trend lines on our chart and monitor the reaction of the price, okay, in the future, how the price will behave if it reaches one of those trend line in the future, and you will see very soon. All right. So the second trend line that I've drawn, again from the same point, so all of them coming from the same point. All right, this time I connect that high of April 1999, all right, to this low here. You see this low here, the low of December 2004, and I have another trend line. All right. After I have those two trend lines, I can project the angle between those two trend lines in the direction of the price. But I don't want to do that. That's not what I'm doing today, because we can apply that strategy. I explained to trader one time before, when we measure, okay, the angle on the vertical line like this. All right, and we project it on the same vertical line, and we draw a line through that point that will correspond to this trend line here. But this is not what I'm doing here. All I'm doing, I'm just drawing different trend line. All right, are you with me? So this time again, we choose the same point right here, April, the high of April 1999, and we connect it to another point here. All right, that's June 2003. So we connect it again, and we have another trend line. Color that one into pink right here. So this point, and this point allow me to draw the pink one. So since okay, June 2003, you can see that many times we can see how the price was riding. That's what I'm talking about. We want to monitor the reaction of the price around one of those key trend line. See here, this one came quite close to that green trend line. Another thing I would say to trader, once you draw those trend line, be aware of the median line between two of those trend line. All right, sometimes you will see excellent trading. I don't want to draw it now. I can draw one now, so carefully, between the pink and the green one. Okay, roughly. Okay, that's the median line somewhere there. You see a reaction here. So when you draw two trend lines like this, just be aware. If you don't want to draw it, just be aware that you can also draw the median line between two trend lines. You see this one, how it came quite close to that okay, median line between the pink and the green. All right. This is a chart analysis with trend lines. Okay, mastering a chart analysis with a trend line like a pro. What I'm going to do, I'll remove that media line, okay. So we look at the pink one again. So here it is. So now finally the price, see, he ride it on top, he was riding on top of it. Now he fell below it and found a resistance below it. All right. Now you see he deviated. There was this deviation. So you see he was quite close to the pink line. We talk about it. So here we can see that the pink line was behaving like a dynamic trend line, quite close to it. Now you ride it, and now we see a deviation. So we will be thinking that it's a breakdown. Right, so we'll be saying, so because it was a consolidation around the pink line, now we see a deviation, but all right, it did not continue to go down. But look what it did. It breaks above that pink trend line and retests it right there. So will you agree with me for the first time in your life, okay, that by drawing those trend line on your chart like this, you may be able to find excellent trading opportunity on the edge of one of those trend lines. So here it is here, how he was riding it. That's the pink line was very good. See the deviation here, this is what we are talking about also. So the deviation, we can measure it, you see here. We talked about this before. If you're a subscriber to 24 Stock Trader YouTube channel, you should be able to trade trend line like a pro. So we measure the distance like this. Now it goes above it, we project it above it. And look, exactly there we see again a reversal. All right, boom, down. You see? Okay, we talked about this before. So we'll check out the playlist about trend line trading tips and tricks at the 24 digit 2 digit 4 Stock Trader YouTube channel. So one more time, we select again the same point, April 1999, and we connect it to this one here, February 2004. All right, color that one into orange. So now we have a new trend line. All right. So look what the price did after people bought it here. He went out to look for a resistance on the edge of the orange trend line. So we can draw all this line on our chart, and stay with me. I would like to encourage traders to watch the full length for this tutorial, because I want to do exactly the same thing in this session now, so you can see. So you may say, Joe, this has already happened, and I don't give it, all right? I don't care about it, okay? That showed me something new, and I want to show you now. So watch the full length for this tutorial. I'll be drawing another trend line in this session here. So how you see it bounced on it, pull back, now it went up, okay, and now you're running away from it, okay? So there was a trending first, then a correction has begun. We can draw trend line, many trend line like this. We want to pay attention also to the media line between the two trend line, and most importantly, we are looking for trading setup in the vicinity of one of those trend line. If we see any valid trading setup, breaks above, retest, break below, retest on the edge of one of those key trend line, we will implement a different time frame trading method to trade it like a pro. All right. So now, as I promised you, let's start drawing lines here now. Okay, hold on, please. We want to apply the same chart analysis using trend line. You see here. So we're going to select only one point here, and we're going to draw many trend line through that point alone, as we did here before. All right. So those are a kind of array of R-A-Y, array of trend line from the same point. All right. So that's the first trend line connected this point. Let's do it properly, correctly. Hold on, please. All right, so if you accept that, going to color. Let's color. Let's color them all in green so you can see them. So that's the first line. Okay, first trend line. We're going to draw another one, connecting another. This is not useful. You see what I'm drawing now from this point, and this one is not useful because there's no angle between the green one and the new one that I'm drawing here. So I will discount that. I want to have angle. You see, we want to see angles between the trend lines. All right, we don't want them to be parallel. Okay, so I will discount that and draw another one. So what I will do, same point. Okay, draw another one like this. pure. So you may wonder, George, which one are you doing now? Hold on, please. Hold on, please. This is an American stock. Pfizer is a very popular stock. So now I'm connecting this point. And the high of May 2011. So I'm going to color it also into green. So you see all the green trend line popping up everywhere. Those who love green colors will be rejoicing. So then again, all right. Now I don't want to connect this one because okay. Now let's choose another point. Okay, don't be afraid. It's your chart. Connected another point. So this time, what am I doing? That's a very good question. Same point. We are connecting it to this low here. Which one is that? The low of October 2014. Which color that one also into green. So you see now we are having a different trend line popping from the same point, and we just leave them on our chart, and we want to monitor the reaction of the price. Okay, hold on, please let me adjust that one properly. Okay, that's it. So the one that I've just drawn now, you can see that we are, the price is now ricocheting. Is that English word or French word? So you see way below, and it's retesting here. There's a bit of the market is open now. There is also a resistance here at 33.73. It's bouncing on it now. And also we can draw one more, yes or no? From the same point, we draw again another one like this. Connecting, hold on please. If you are doing this, try to do it accurately. Make sure it's correct, all right? Don't. Okay, so connecting the same point to this low, the low of February 2016. Again, and then we just leave them there. Okay, we leave them on our chart, and can we draw one more? Okay, and also just remember that you can pay attention to the media line between the two trend lines. So you may say to me, George, I'm a day trader, I'm a scalper, I don't use this type of trend line, and I will say to you that's completely wrong. Now I will show you in a minute what you can do with those trend lines on your lower time frame. All right. So now you see. So just now, how long it took me? 5 minutes to draw them, and I'll just leave them there. All right, so I have a new array of trend line or my chart ready to use. Now let's go to our scalping time frame, 5 minutes, and see what's happening there today. Oh, we can't see any of them now, but you'll see later on if the price moving up and down, you will see some of them. They will show up. Okay, they are there, but it's just where we are now. None of them are visible on a 5 minute time frame. Okay, trying to. Okay, all right. 1 second, please, traders. I'm here. We go to the 50 minute time frame. Yes, there's one here. There's one there. Okay, hold on, please. Let's go to the 30 minute time frame. We can see two. There's one at the lower points here, another one up there. On the hourly time frame, you can see there's one here. So look at this one, probably came quite close to that green line. If people place orders in this zone to sell, it's coming down. There's a declining channel here right now. All right. So once you've done it, all right, well, you just look for trending setup in the vicinity of one of those key levels. Especially if you see a trending setup, you just implement it. Look at that on a daily chart. Look at that, it's bouncing on it. Look at that. Look how people have it. You can use your stochastic. All right. See here. Over. So this is a beautiful one. Look at that. Look at that stochastic pattern. Stochastic from a double bottom chart pattern here. At the time when the price was retesting that green trend line, it came down 1, 2, 3. Minimum pass point is free. Stochastic display a double bottom chart pattern prior retesting the green trend line. Okay, for swing trading, it's beautiful, isn't it? And then let it just form here, higher lows, higher highs. See here, touch it, touch it, touch it. Third one is mine. All right, again here, and look at that. So you see, do you see the advantage of drawing those trend lines? So you can use them for day trade. So from the daily chart, you can break it down: daily chart, hourly time frame, 10-minute time frame. All right, look for excellent trading setup in the vicinity of one of those. You see how it bouncing around those trend lines if you don't have them on your chart. And one of the reasons why you should do that is because with the high frequency traders, the trading algorithm, the trading software, the speed traders, the robots, all right, they are using this type of method, the trend line, and they recognize those trend lines and they make decisions accordingly, very fast. Okay, because you see here, this one, it drop it down very far below it, or the field, and then quickly close back up quickly. So this is how the computers can recognize those trend lines very fast. So you don't want to fight them, those computers, okay, but you want to understand how they are trading, so you may also take advantage of okay, the decisions that are made by those high frequency traders or trading robots, all right? So if you have any question or suggestion, this is your time to put in the comment section. I always read all the comments, and in due course, I'm busy recording videos to answer those questions. So you may say to me, George, I posted a question about blah, 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 and you have never replied. And I say to you, don't worry, all right? Just put it there, all right? And at one point, you'll be surprised that I will be talking about it, all right? So this is the end of this tutorial about mastering chart analysis with trend lines like a pro. To summarize the video, we select only one point and we draw an array of trend line, different trend line connecting different points, and we are looking for a trading setup in the near future in the vicinity of one of those trend lines. If we recognize or identify a trading setup, all we need to do is to implement a different time frame trading method. We can draw those trend lines and then go to the 5-minute, 50-minute time frame, 10-minute time frame for scalping and day trading purposes, looking for excellent trading setup in the vicinity of one of those trend lines. This is about mastering chart analysis with a trend line like a pro. Until the next time, enjoy yourself and be very happy. We are the STW24 traders talking about mastering chart analysis with a trend line like a pro. If you find this video truly useful, let us know by giving us the thumbs up. If you think that this is another blah blah blah, alright, let us know by giving us the thumbs down. You think that this is an essential tutorial, for all technical traders, feel free to share it on Google+, on Twitter, and also on Facebook. Until the next time, enjoy yourself and be very happy. Speak to you soon.